Okay, I wanted to do these last two because they are sort of kind of word problems, and most of the time everybody just, shrieks away from them. So we want to make sure that you have a good idea of what it's saying. This says subtract 4x from 7x minus 3. Well, when you subtract something from something else, that means that, like, let's say that you were subtracting 5 from 20. Then doesn't that mean that you would start out with 20 and then take away from that 5? We're doing the same thing with these words and these variables. We have to start out with the 7x minus 3. And then we're taking 4x from that. So we're taking away 4x. Now I'm going to rewrite this without parentheses. So we have 7x minus 3, and then we have to subtract off the 4x. Now we can combine like terms. 7x minus 4x would be 3x, and then we have our minus 3 that won't combine with anything. So this is the simplified version of that word problem. Now this one is just a teensy bit more complicated, but it's along the same ideas. When it says subtract 3x squared minus 4 from this, that means that we have to start out with this and then take away the 3x squared minus 4. Okay, well, what is it we're starting out with? We're starting out with the sum of. So we're going to be adding two things together and then taking away 3x squared minus 4 from that. Well, what two things is it that we're supposed to be summing up? They give them to us right here, these two trinomials. So we would have x squared minus 9x plus 2. And we're going to add that to 2x squared minus 6x plus 1. This would be the sum of, and then 3x squared minus 4 from that sum. Now, we could add these things together and then subtract from that, or we could do this all at once if we understand the idea of combining like terms. I'm going to rewrite this problem as x squared minus 9x plus 2. And when I'm adding this trinomial, it doesn't affect the signs or anything. So I could just recopy this as plus 2x minus 6x plus 1. But when I subtract off this binomial, I have to subtract off every term, which means I need to distribute the negative. So subtracting 3x squared would be minus 3x squared, and subtracting a negative 4 would be the same thing as saying a positive 4. Now once we have this all lined out, it's just a matter of combining like terms to simplify. So for our x squareds, we have x squared plus 2x squared. Well, that would be 3x squared minus 3x squared. That's 0. Those all canceled out. For our x's, we have minus 9x minus 16x. So that would be a minus 15x. And now we're done with the x's. Now for numbers, we've got a plus 2, plus 1 would be 3, plus 4 would be 7. So it would be negative 15x plus 7.